Good morning, students. Up to now, I have explained the problems in exercise 1F from 1 to 7 mains. So, this is the 8th main. A fruit seller sold 2173 kg of grapes, 2305 kg of oranges, and 7135 kg of apples in a year. Out of total year, this number is given. The rate at which these fruits were sold is rupees 75, rupees 45, and rupees 120 per kg, respectively. Okay, 1 kg cost of grapes, oranges, and apples is given separately, like this 75, 45, and 120. Then he is asking to calculate total weight of fruits sold in a year and total money earned by the fruit seller in a year. So first question is easy for you already because they are given in the form of weights only. So how to find out the total weight of the fruits sold in a year means just you have to add them only. So weight of the grapes is 2173 kgs, the oranges is 2305, apples is 7135. Just add them, you will get the total weight of fruits as 11,613 kgs. Okay, now total money earned by the fruit seller in a year you have to find out. For this, you have to find out individually how much he earned for grapes and oranges and apples. So, how to find out that money earned by selling the grapes is number of kgs sold by him into cost per kg you have to multiply. So number of kgs of grapes is how much is given 2173 into what is the cost per kg of 1 kg 1 kg of grapes, which is 75. So multiply this, you will get 1,62,975 by multiplying this. So this is the cost of grapes he sold in 1 year. Okay, next we have to find out the cost of oranges and apples also like this. So money earned by selling the oranges is equal to number of kgs into cost per kg. So number of kgs of oranges is 2305 in 1 year into 45 per kg. So which gives 1,03,725 rupees for oranges he earned. Next, money earned by selling the apples is total number of kgs he sold in the 1 year into cost per kg is 120. So which is 8,56,200 rupees he earned on selling the apples. Now you can find out the total money earned by the fruit seller in a year by adding all these amounts. So the money earned by selling the grapes is 1,62,975 plus the money earned by the oranges, which is 1,03,725 plus money earned by the apple, which is 8,56,200. Now we can add them to get this 11,22,900 rupees he earned by selling the all grapes, oranges and apples in 1 year. So this is the answer for that. Next, in a sweet shop, if a cookie needs 15 grams of ingredients, how many cookies can be made with a stock of 47 kg of ingredients? How much ingredient will be left? Means here you have to do the division first. Before going to that, see in a sweet shop, if a cookie needs cookie means one of the sweet, any one of the sweet, it needs 15 grams of ingredients. How many cookies can be made with a stock of 47 kilograms? You have to find out. So to find out that, you have to divide the total stock with the ingredients need for one cookie. Then you can find out how many cookies he can make. Okay, first you see here, one cookie needs 15 grams of ingredients, and what is the total stock here? 57 kilograms. So if you want to divide this 47 with 15, first you have to convert these kilograms into grams first. So that's what I did here. You see here in the form of steps here, quantity of ingredients need to make one cookie is 15 grams. Next, total quantity of stock of ingredients is 47 kilograms. To convert kilograms into grams, what you have to do is by using the table, you have to multiply with the 1000. Okay, 3 steps will you get. So 47 into 1000, you will get 47,000 grams. Now you can divide this 47,000 grams with 15 grams to find out how many cookies can be made. So therefore, the number of cookies can be made using the total stock of ingredients is equal to quantity of total stock by quantity needed for one cookie, which is 47,000 by 15. If you divide, you see observe here, if you divide, you will get 3,133 in the quotient and 5 will be in the remainder. You cannot divide 5, so that's why remaining stock will be this 5 grams, and 3,133 is the number of cookies. It gives the number of cookies and this is the remaining stock. How much ingredient will be left is asking, so that's why you have to take this value. Okay, so 3,133 cookies nearly they can made, and 5 grams of ingredients will be remained in the stock. So that is how much ingredient will be left in the stock. So like that you have to do this problem. Next, a truck carries 125 cartons. Carton means a box. Each of these cartons contains 70 smaller box. One big box contains 70 smaller box. Okay, each of these smaller box contains again 18 toys. Each and every smaller box contains again 18 toys. So then you have to find out how many toys are being carried in the truck. Okay, how many? What you have to do? You have to multiply all the numbers. So number of cartons, how many here? Actually, big cartons are 125. Number of smaller box in each carton is 70, and each carton will have 18 toys. So to find out the number of toys being carried by the truck, you have to multiply all these things. So therefore, number of cartons into number of smaller boxes into number of toys, which is 125 into 70 into 18, which gives 1,57,500 toys will be there. Okay. So if you, for example, one pen cost is 15 rupees, how can you find out the cost of 20 pens? Means what you do? Just you multiply like that. Here also one carton contains 18 toys, means how many toys will be there in the 70, means first you have to multiply these with this. Okay, so like that, how many big boxes are there? 125. So you have to multiply this again with the 125. So like that you have to multiply all the numbers to find out the total number of toys. Okay, so next, a 50-liter ice cream bucket is to be emptied in 750 ml ice cream tubs. Find the number of tubs required. Ice cream tubs, ice cream cones will be there generally. The tubs also will be there. For quality ice cream like that, you will find out the tubs like that. Small tubs will be there. A 50-liter ice cream bucket is there. It should be emptied in 750 ml ice cream tubs. How many number of tubs required? So total quantity is 50 liters is given. You have to convert into milliliters first. Then you have to divide that value with the each tub quantity. Okay, so you can write it in form of steps. The capacity of ice cream bucket is 50 liters. To convert into milliliters, because you have to divide with milliliter, so you have to convert this into again milliliter. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml, you know that from the table. So 50 into 1000, which is 50,000 ml. So the capacity of one ice cream tub is 750 ml. So to find out how many tubs, how many ice cream tubs can be made by using the 50,000 milliliters, how can you find out? You have to divide this total quantity with one ice cream tub quantity. So that's what I wrote here. Number of tubs required to empty the bucket equal to capacity of total ice cream bucket by capacity of one tub, which is 50,000 ml by 750. If you divide this, you will get, I can cancel 0 here with the table. So you can divide 5,000 by 750 directly here. So you can get 66 tubs, and remaining ice cream will be there, which is 50 ml will be remained here, because this is the remainder here. So 66 tubs can be made which are having the 750 ml, and in the bucket 50 ml of the ice cream will be left in the as the remaining. Okay, so like in the previous problem, this is also same. Next, 12. A vehicle started its journey and reached different towns and cities with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. The journey is shown as like this. Okay. Find the total distance covered by the vehicle from P to V via Q, R, S, T and U. Don't be worried about this. This is very easy problem. Observe here. A vehicle started its journey from where P it is started. Via P to V, up to V it is it has traveled. Via means through Q, R, S, T, U. He reached to the V. Okay, then you have to find out the total distance covered by the vehicle from P to V only. You should omit this value, because he is asking from P to V only. He not reached, the vehicle is not reached to the again P. It has stopped here only. Okay, but distance is given here in the problem, but you have to calculate up to here. Total distance means what you have to do? Just you have to add them only. So the total distance covered by the vehicle from P to V via Q, R, S, T and U, you have to add them, which is first one is from P to Q, which is 370, plus Q to R is 2150, plus R to S is 793, plus S to T is 1950 kilometers, plus T to U is 3645 kilometers, plus U to V is 159 kilometers. So by adding all these, you will get 9067 kilometers. The vehicle started and completed the journey. Okay, just you have to add them only. It's a very easy problem. Next, by how much is 72,16,340 less than a crore? From the crore, you have to subtract this value to find out how much it is less than. So simply, if I ask a question like this, by how much 7 is less than 10? How much 7 is less than 10? 3. How can you find out? Just subtract 7 from 10, which is 3. 7 is 3 less than 10. Like that, this 72 lakhs is less than 1 crore. How can you find out? You have to subtract this value from the crore. You can find out how much that value is less than the crore. Okay. Since it is the problem from the large numbers, you will get the large numbers only. Okay. To find out how much is less than a crore, we have to subtract 72,16,340 from 1 crore. So subtract here, you will get this value, 27,83,660. This is the value which is you have to find out. So next, the population of a town is 9,75,100. 1 out of 15 is reported to be an educated person. Find the number of educated people in the town. Okay. 1 out of 15 means it is given in the form of fraction. 1 out of 15 means out of 15 members, 1 member is educated person. So 1 out of 15 of this total town population is educated people. The meaning of this problem is 1 out of 15 of this value. Of means, how can I write this in the form of steps? You see here, the total population of a town is 9,75,100. Number of people reported as an educated person is 1 out of 15 of 9,75,100. So now you can understand how to solve this problem. By Bodmer's rule, 1 out of 15 means 1 by 15, of means into, this is 9,75,100. Now multiply this numerator into numerator, this is 9,75,000 into 100 by 15. Divide this, you will get 65,006. If you divide this, you will get 65,006 people are educated persons in 9,75,100, which are 1/5 of the total population, 1/15th of the total population. So next, last problem, 15th one. A cross-country relay race was arranged between two teams. Each participant has to run 200 meters with a baton, and have to hand it over to the next runner. If the total distance for the race is 1600 meters, how many participants in each team are required? Here the word baton is given. What is meant by baton? I have shown in the figures you see here. This is a race. Relay race means up to some distance one player will run. After that, after receiving this baton from the previous player, this player will start and he will be stopped. Okay, this player will be stopped and this player will again starts the running. So like that, this is called as a relay race. Relay. That's why it is called as a relay race. A cross-country relay race was arranged between two teams. Each participant has to run only 200 meters. After completion of the 200 meters, exactly that point, one more player will be there. He will take this baton, some stick like that. This is nothing but baton means stick, a stick which is to be passed over to the next player. Okay, by passing over this, he will stop here and he can start by running. Okay, and hand it over to the next runner. If the total distance for the race is 1600 meters, how many participants in each team are required? You have to find out. The total 1600 meters is their track. In this 1600 meters, how many 200 meters are there? You have to find out. Then you can find out how many players will be there in that. Okay. So up to here, 200 meters. This is 200 meters. 200 meters. Race will be continued like that. First player starts from here and passes the baton to the next player here. Second player starts here and passes to the next player here, and third player like that. How many players will be there? You have to find out. How to find out is for each and every 200 meters, one player will be there. Means you have to divide the total 1600 meters by 200 meters to find out the number of players in between them. Yes, this is very easy. See the problem here. Total distance for the race is 1600 meters. The distance to be run by each participant is 200 meters. Therefore, number of participants in each team required equal to total distance by distance covered by each participant, which is 1600 meters by 200. If we divide this, we will get 8. So 8 participants are required for each team. Okay, 8 participants are required for each team or each country. For each country, like that, they will pass the baton. So this is the last problem. So up to here, this chapter is over. Here in your textbook, some oral quiz questions are also given. You have to solve them as your homework in your according to your textbook. You have to solve these problems. Okay. Then after that, I will give the explanation also as in the form of video. So up to here, this chapter is over. Okay. Good day all of you.